Okay, hang on guys, I gotta move the camera here so you can see me. There we go. Okay. So, this is the second part to the review show for today's Saturday review. Um, I did Napoleon Dynamite earlier. So we're gonna do a few movies that I've never reviewed before. The first one is School of Rock with Jack Black and Sarah Silverman. Um, what I really like about this movie, honestly, is Jack Black has a great role in this. He's not just your typical funny guy in this. He also plays an educator who's teaching kids basically about classic rock music and playing instruments. And he's trying to not get kicked out of his brother's apartment. So he develops a plan to form his own band with the young kids from the school that he is teaching at. Um, and his brother is basically supposed to be teaching the class, but he pretends to be his brother basically in this movie to try to get the money to pay the rent basically, so that he will not get kicked out of his brother's apartment and he can pay him back and things like that. So Sarah Silverman plays a really funny role in this. She plays a basically bossy, controlling girlfriend of the brother, and that's a perfect play part for her in this movie because she's very good at it. Um, and the principal in the movie, she's been in other movies as well. I believe she was even in Addams Family, Values as well. Um, so what would I give this movie? I would say an 8.5 from 1 to 10. It's a Jack Black movie. I think it's really, really well directed. Great plot, wonderful music to it. Um, and we get a few cameos from some other people in the movie as well. So you can't really say no to checking it out. It's definitely worth your time. I think it's a great movie. So yeah, check it out. It's definitely worth your time. Um, the next movie that we're going to talk about is Juno. Um, Now, not a lot of people like Juno, but I kind of dig it. I think it's an interesting movie. It was considered to be an indie film, but really the cult following didn't follow up till much later, until the movie was already out for at least a year at that point in time. I thought the storyline was pretty damn good. Lots of humor in it. It really kind of helped the character development throughout the movie. I mean, who doesn't know the phrase hamburger phone, for God's sakes now? Um, Essentially, it's about a young girl who's in high school and she gets pregnant by, um, basically a significant other, I guess, friend with benefits type thing. And so she's trying to figure out how to raise the baby basically and deal with pregnancy at a young age, and it's definitely an interesting movie. Um, I would say I would give it probably a 7.5 on my Richter scale. I would say if you like indie movies and if you want to check it out, go ahead. Juno's not too bad. It's a pretty good movie. Um, the next one we're going to review is Adventureland. And what more could I say about Adventureland? Great cast, wonderful, wonderful music, very funny. Lots of interesting things happen in the movie. Um, I mean, Kristen Stewart's in it. She does a pretty good job in the movie. Um, so yeah, I definitely say that's another movie that you guys should check out. It's definitely worth your time. Um, on my scale, I would probably give it an 8. I think that it's pretty damn good. Um, the next one is something that I've wanted to review for a long time, and that's Zombieland. Um, Zombieland is honestly one of the best zombie thriller movies slash comedies I've honestly ever seen. I would even put it up there with movies like Shaun of the Dead um, and Evil Dead. I think that it's that pretty good, honestly. Um, Now, not to mention that Bill Murray is also he has a cameo in the movie. You get lots of great characters in the movie, lots of action, um, funny parts, amazing soundtrack. Yeah, I don't know, you just can't go wrong with the movie. I would give it, you know what, Zombieland deserves a 10. It is that damn good that it deserves that. So, and the last movie that we're going to be reviewing is a movie that, well, it would have basically applied to yesterday, and that's Groundhog's Day. I don't think I've ever reviewed Groundhog's Day. That's a Bill Murray movie. I know it's an older movie, but I feel like Groundhog's Day was one of Bill Murray's best movies that he was ever in. It follows the story of a guy who really can't win. Um, every single day, he basically wakes up and he has to repeat the day over and over and over again until he figures out, how to fix his life and the people around him. Um, and it's funny, it's hilarious. And that's a movie that I definitely would give 10 stars to. Heads Up, 7 Up, that's a good movie. Bill Murray's awesome. So, yeah, this is your second part to the review show on Saturday. Everybody have a good day.